Okay, so you've heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together. But what about birds of a different feather or birds and other animals?
Like, right, okay.
We catch your drift.
We're talking about a leopard cuddling with a cow, or a kitten curling up with a gorilla. You get the picture. Yeah.
Fun pictures to look at. These unlikely friendships in the animal kingdom are actually not uncommon. Joining us to talk about it is Jennifer Holland. She is the author of Unlikely Friendships and a senior writer for National Geographic. So you're saying this isn't unusual? Because when I see a picture like this, I say, oh, this is so bizarre.
It is. I mean, I think it may be more common than we think. Certainly in captive situations, it's not quite as surprising, but it does happen in the wild.
What does it happen? Is it because of the animal's imprinting on another animal because a lot of these pictures are from one of the animals is a little baby.
Right. Sometimes that is the case. I think the context is important. Sometimes there's an animal that's lost its mother or lost its baby, and it seems to instinctively need the companionship that it would have gotten from that other animal.
Let's take a look at this one. We saw this a little earlier. This is
Coco.
Is
this your favorite?
It's not my favorite. my favorite is the next one, but this one's the most unusual to me because it brings me to the question of why one of these things, and I guess it's because they're in captivity. They're not wild, so they're not just eating everything alive around them.
Right.
But it does seem a little weird.
It does.
A gorilla and a kitten are
Well,
hanging out.
gorilla wouldn't eat a kitten anyway, right? Aren't they vegetarians?
But it is amazing that, you know, this gorilla could just crush this kitten in its hand. And,
right.
But, you know, primates, it's
right, they're nurturing.
You know, they're nurturing,
yeah.
and certainly having a pet isn't completely crazy, apparently, for something like a gorilla.
We have a Rhodesian Ridgeback and a piglet.
This is absolutely my favorite. Look at that little piglet at the bottom there.
You can barely see it.
He printed it out and put it on his computer screen this morning. He's going to keep it forever.
Well, no, I happen to think that in this case, the piglet is a snack.
They should have named it Bacon.
The dog
I think,
saved
right?
that. The dog saved its life, right?
The dog nurtured this piglet that would have died probably without having this sort of parent figure, and it's just a gentle, wonderful, loving dog that clearly has this instinctive, wonderful nature toward other animals.
The next one is orangutan and tiger cubs.
Yes.
I guess the question I'd like to ask you is, why are people so fascinated by looking at these types of pictures?
That's a good question. I feel it's such a, you know, the news is so bad out there, as you guys certainly know, and having something like cute animals getting together and just kind of seeing these endearing moments, I think really just resonates with people.
You'll notice, Carol, there isn't a donkey and an elephant in here.
I know. I was thinking of different species of humans who could get together.
We can't get same species of humans to agree on stuff.
No,
that's why we're fascinated.
If you consider them different species, though, Christine and I were trying to come up with the oddest combinations, and mine was Nancy Pelosi and Rush Limbaugh.
Mine was Dennis Kucinich and Sarah Palin.
So I think that's what it is. This is not the stock market, and it's not politics.
Right.
You've
so
got
that's not to like.
Yeah, here's one that you know, we think of pit bulls. A lot of people have associations with pit bulls as sort of rough. You got one with pit bulls, a pit bull, a cat, and little chicks.
And chicks, yeah. This is just a wonderful household. I'd like to be a part of this household because Helen Arnold, the owner, takes these terrific videos. She's got this gentle, kind pit bull. It does really go against the stereotype of what you think of with a pit bull. And any animal she brings home, the pit bull just...
She's like a menagerie,
She does.
Yeah.
She does, yeah. And she spends a lot of time photographing and taping them, and it's a lot of fun.
You have one with a dove. This one was a beautiful one as well.
Yeah, this is great. This is great. It's a macaque
photo, yeah.
Look at that. I mean, that really happened?
Yeah. This was in a park in China.
Photoshopped. How did the bird stay there?
No, the bird had probably lost its mate, and the staff at this Chinese sanctuary brought the dove in, and the macaque had lost its troop, and the two just hit it off, and for about 2 months.
Come on, Carol, it makes you want to cry. Look at that.
Doesn't it show a need for connection, for real connection?
Absolutely, and I think animals, just like, you know, human animals, need companionship, need that warmth.
Speaking of human animals, isn't that you kissing a grouper?
That is me in Australia. I get up close and personal as often as I can.
Is it true that your husband lived with a raccoon?
He did, yes. He grew up with a raccoon, one of the smartest pets you can have, apparently. And
oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, they can unlock your door. I would imagine
unlock the door. It took showers with him. It rode on his shoulder when he rode his bike. It was just an incredible animal.
I need to talk to your husband about how to jerry my garbage cans.
I would teach a raccoon how to give me a massage and how to, you know, cook. I mean, they've got opposable thumbs. It's fantastic.
Very sharp claws, too, I think.
Oh, wow. It's really fascinating.
I'm loving it. Everybody I've seen, we had this book sitting around, and everybody would just sort of walk over it, and I would know what they're doing because they just start chuckling.
Yeah.
It's just a feel good. And like I said, it's not the stock market, and it's not politics.
No
so it's a good
donkey
book.
and no elephant. That was a very good line.
Unlikely friendships, how Republicans and Democrats can get along, even if you don't feel like the same breed.
Jennifer Holland, thank you so much. Really great to see you.
Thank you.
It's 53 minutes past the hour.